Get ready for one of our coldest nights in a while. It's going to result in a widespread frost, if not a hard freeze across our area, which is why the National Weather Service issued freeze warnings going into effect after midnight. It's basically temperatures at or below 28 degrees for long enough that any kind of sensitive vegetation or crops or plants that don't like that extra chilly weather below freezing, that can kill them. So just make sure that you're protecting any kind of outdoor plants as necessary. It's either that or looks like it might be the end of your garden for the rest of the year, as we do have again those pretty chilly temperatures settling in later tonight. Now this is right on schedule for this time of year, so we typically see our first freeze of the season between October 11th and the 20th, so we're kind of right in the between that. So if anything, again, we are right on average for that first freeze. Last few years it's been around Halloween to early November. Our falls are getting warmer because of fossil fuel pollution, so that may be on track there, where that first freeze gets pushed deeper and deeper into the season. But at least for this year, again, we are right on schedule thanks to that chilly air settling in. If you are going out before that, it feels like the low 40s with those breezy winds in some spots. The winds have calmed down a little, so if you're seeing a wind chill in the 50s, it's likely because we're not looking at those blustery winds that we saw earlier today hanging around for too much longer. But right now, Rockford 49 feels like 42 because of those north winds up to 20 miles per hour. But again, expecting to see those settle down as the evening goes along. Temperature-wise, looking at the 40s the next few hours. The sky does clear out in time for sunset, and that is some good news because you may be able to see a comet with the naked eye in the western sky tonight and the next few nights. That's Comet Tsuchinchan Atlas, so it's going to show up nice and bright. Look for a bright star that looks like Venus, and then if you look off to the right of that and up, you might be able to see the comet and its tail in that western sky, and we've got a clear viewing for that. So go out about 30 minutes to 45 minutes after sunset, might be able to see a neat little sight in that western sky. And then later tonight, down into the upper 20s under a mainly clear sky, so widespread frost is likely. And then after that, back to the 50s with some sunshine. However, it's not going to be long before we get back to warm conditions. We've got another pattern flip where jet stream will be out of the southwest by Thursday and Friday. Then it's going to stick around into the weekend, so we heat right back up again. These frosty nights no longer a thing as we get later this week. So a couple more chilly nights to go, and then back to around average Thursday. We've got the 70s by Friday, and we'll stay in the 70s into early next week.